Hey everyone, I'm trying to do this on TikTok. Bear in mind though, I'm limited on time. I'm only doing a 10-minute recording, but I'm going to try to get the full meridian set in 10 minutes. So knock on wood, let's hope I can do this. All 14 meridians are energy pathways. First one is central. Put your hands together this way at the pubic bone, and when you go up, breathe in. When you go down, breathe out. So breathe in through the nose if possible, out through the mouth. If not, don't worry about it. Just most important thing, when you breathe in, have your tongue touching the roof of your mouth. So anyway, hands together like so. I can't really see, but hands together back to back at the pubic bone, and breathe up, breathe in, and go up, all the way up and over your chin into your lower lip, and then make a locking motion. Think of it as this way. You're bringing energy up and locking it in. That's central. Next one is governing. It starts back at the base of your spine, so you bring your hand to the back, go up as high as you can bring your hand, and then you come back around this way, pretend that line is now meeting with this middle finger, and then come up and overhead, up and off the nose. That was governing. Next one is spleen. Well, maybe you can see my feet. Spleen starts on the big toe. You can either go on the side or on top. Go on big toe, come up to the centers, jag a little bit on the knee, come up to the sides a little bit, come up to about the center of the pecs. When you come out to the pecs, go back to the side, go up and down. When I say up, I mean into the pit and over just a little bit, and then down and off the rib cage. That was spleen. The next one after spleen is heart, so it starts under your armpit, and you just go all the way up and off the pinky finger. So underarm, up and off the pinky finger. Next one is small intestine. So we left off with the pinky finger, starting out with the pinky finger. Small intestine, up the back of the arm, down a little bit at the scapula, up your neck to the cheek and out through the ear. Other side, pinky finger, up the back of the arm, down a little bit at the scapula, up to the cheek, out through the ear. So that was that. Sorry, I'm like losing track here, but the next one after that, I believe, is bladder. Bladder does not just control your bladder function, it controls a list of functions, and I will try to list all the benefits of these meridian tracings somewhere within the description when I have a chance. But anyway, the next one is bladder. So it starts, think of it as you're at your triple eye, hands back to back, but with your pinkies at your third eye. And now you're basically drawing a triangle back all the way down to your other side. So you bring your hands down as slow as you can, and then come around this way. So around the front, and then come down to the center, jag up a little, and then go underneath the glutes. We're still on bladder here. So we're coming back to this way, and you bring your hands down, and then in at the chest, out, in at the hips, out, down the sides of the legs with a little jag up at the knees, and then you come up and off the pinky toe. Stay down there. While you're down there, stay here, because you're going to stay down here to stay. What you're going to want to do is on your foot, in the middle of the big knuckle under your toes, there should be a little indentation. You're going to stick your fingers on that spot and then come up. And this is hard to explain, but you come up, then go on the front of the knuckle of your foot, not behind it, just go frontwards. So almost like a circle, half circle around, and then come back up this way. So underfoot, up, around the knuckle, so you're avoiding the knuckle basically, and then you're coming up. And we're staying at between our legs here. Go all the way to your pubic bone. Actually, you know what? This one stays in the center all the way through. I'm thinking of another move later on. It just comes up all the way to the center until you get to your K27 points, which, if you do not know how to get to your K27 points, take your collarbone, trace it from the back, trace it all the way to the front where the 2 points almost meet. Just bring your fingers down and out just a little bit. You should feel 2 little indentations. Those are the K27s. You can buzz them, i.e. tap vigorously, or just massage vigorously. So kind of like a tough love sort of massage. And that's it. Next one, I believe, is pericardium. This is a Donna Edenism that helped me remember the move. Pericardium, or she also calls it circulation sex. I personally prefer pericardium. The Donna Edenism is nip to tip. So you start on the nipple, trace up the inside of the arm, and go off the middle finger, other side, nip to tip, up the arm, all the way off the middle finger. Next one is triple warmer, starting on the ring finger, all the way up the back of the arm, up, 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 up the back of the neck, and then up and over the ear, out at the outer edge of the eyebrows, other side, ring finger, all the way up the back of the arm, up the back of the neck, up and over the ear, and out at the outer edge of your eyebrows. So that's triple warmer. We left off at the outer edge of the eyebrows, so that's where we're starting gallbladder. Hope you're starting to see a pattern here. Gallbladder. Trace down to where your head ends on both sides, and then do a little curly Q over your ears, come back down, and then to the front, draw a little point with your fingers, and then you're gonna come back out and to the back here. Bring your arms around this way. I know what a pain this is, but it's a lot easier to do these traces on another person than it is to do it on ourselves. That's why we're doing all this back and forth stuff. So once again, in at the chest, out at the waist, in at the hips, out to the sides of the legs, and come all the way down, 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 down. And this time we're going off of the ring toe, which is the toe right next to the pinky toe, so your fourth toe. Stay down there though this time. We're going to be doing this one more time. We're going to go off the inside of the big toe, meaning this part, the middle between the big toe and the toe next to it. Starting at the inside of the big toe, trace up and go between the legs once again. But this time, when you get to the pubic bone, you're going to go out to the sides. Trace up until you get to right underneath your pecs, and then brush your hands into the center like that. And then you can rub your hands together to get rid of any negative energy if you want to, and just shake them out. Okay, so that was liver. Next one is lung. This is another Donna Edenism. Lung, over the shoulder and off the thumb. Lung, over the shoulder and off the thumb. Lung. Next one is large intestine, starting on the index finger. Index finger, go all the way up to the front. Go to the center of the nose and out through the flare. Sorry, I'm bending because I'm hoping you guys can see what I'm doing. So up the index finger all the way up. You can go up real fast if you want. To the center of the nose and out through the flare. And this is the last of the moves, although we are going to do one move after this one. So this next one is stomach. So you start just tapping your cheekbones and then trace down, over and around your head, out at the chest, in at the waist, out at the hips. Again, I hope you're seeing a pattern here. Go down the middle of your legs and trace off your second toe or the toe next to your big toe. And again, stay down here. Because the next move, this is another move actually. You don't have to even stay down, just come up a little bit so that you can bring your hands together this way. We're just going to do another central tracing. So together at the pubic bone, come all the way up. And the reason we're doing this central tracing is my energy healing hero is Donna Eden. I'm going to sit down so that hopefully we can see each other a little better, because we're done with the torture anyway, or self-torture. My energy healing master, Donna Eden, recommended when you do the tracings, it's always a good idea to end your tracings with an upward trace, because as she said, and it makes sense to me, think of it this way: when you're tracing upwards, you're tracing your energy up. So if you want to end feeling energized, you want to end on an upward trace, not a downward trace, so that you don't end up feeling drained. Totally your decision, but I see we're about to run out of time. No, I need it under 10 minutes. So hope you guys enjoyed that. I'm going to try to caption it and everything. So again, really hope that was good. Hope you didn't need it, but I hope you liked it. Cheers. Bye-bye, everyone. See ya.